Cool, we're live.
Oh, baby.
Let me record. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Definitive Rankings of Everything. This is episode 19. Damn, I can't believe we've done 19 of these. We're going to be doing sounds today. Sounds with our buddy Mike Falzone. What's up, Mike?
What's up, man? Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
You should bring in the Christmas spirit.
You got it.
Yeah, so Christmassy.
This was knit by an Albanian grandmother, too, so this is authentic.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
They celebrate Christmas in Albania?
Yes, sometimes when they feel like it, and the hangy balls all the way down here.
Oh, wow.
And that's
Mike, you're Albanian?
No, but my wife is.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah.
It's like Falzone sounds specifically Italian, but
It is very specifically Italian.
Yeah, we were just kind of talking a little bit. This was a tough list.
Yeah, it really was.
I think it's going to take us a little bit. Mine was like, did you guys include bad sounds? Do you have bad sounds on your list?
No,
I have all
we're
the
supposed
sounds.
to do
Yeah,
bad
definitely
ones?
some bad ones.
I have a couple that can be construed as bad
Yeah.
for sure.
Sounds used for evil is how I like to define them.
Okay.
Ooh,
I'm reading my
Interesting.
list.
Yeah,
Designed
that's one way to do it.
Designed to make you uncomfortable.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
because I just wrote down every sound I could think of, and I was like, a lot of these are unpleasant, and it kind of pissed me off. So, we'll
Really,
see, we'll see what makes the list.
it took me a while before I thought of like, oh, this is an unpleasant sound. I think most of the sounds that I have are pleasant.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, mine are kind of 50-50, I think.
Say mine are 50-50 too.
I know you said to keep personal preference kind of out of it, but it was impossible. I put down a lot of my favorite sounds.
Oh yeah, it's got to be.
If a lot of them
involved,
don't make it, I get it, but that was the easiest list to make. I busted out 9 like that.
Yeah,
And then I had to.
I was texting with Mike, and he said, "Let's do sounds." I said, "Perfect." And then about 6 minutes later, he goes, "All right, I'm done." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
We'll see how different our lists are. We usually like the guest to start us off. So what was your number one?
You want me to go? Okay, so we'll go in order. I got Waves at number 1.
Waves. All right.
Okay.
Waves made my list in a roundabout way.
Waves made my list too.
Okay. Dude, there's like a sound machine. There's apps. There's like a bunch of things that just simulate waves.
Yeah.
That's so important.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of wrote down white noise and waves close to each other. Just that sound of like comfort, and I actually wrote waves at night is the actual thing I wrote down.
Okay. Very descriptive.
Well, it's different when you're at the beach during the day. It's loud. When you're at the beach at night, all you hear is the waves,
Like
right?
calm. That's why I had waves on the beach. My question is, so my number one was music. I don't know if we want to include that.
Okay, so
That a sound? That's a collection of sounds.
let me say this is how I thought of it, Ehsan, is I also wrote down music right away as number one, and then I was like, you can, like, people hit trash cans and call it music. So it is kind of like very all encompassing. So I changed mine to singing as number one.
Okay, yeah,
there's singing that sounds like hitting trash cans for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
guys
I
are
mean,
wild.
I'm fine with not putting music because I thought it was going to be controversial, but I just stuck with it.
It's kind of a cheat code, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a collection of sounds arranged in a way that like creates music is like a thing, but it's like a bunch of different sounds. Not specific
Okay, so it's not a singular sound. All right,
But-
so I'm fine. I'm fine with taking music out.
That being
For number
said,
one, I had
Like,
farts.
Harmony would be a good one.
I think that it should be like music should be represented through something on this list, right?
We'll get there, but I mean, singing, I kind of like that.
It's number one though. You put farts number one, Morgan.
Yeah, put farts number one.
Farts did make my
Everyone's had
top
one.
3.
I think you got for continuity of the show. The reason farts/shitting made number one smell is because there was a sound associated with it. That was a big reason. So I think as far as sounds go, the smell associated with farts being like the number one smell, everyone's experienced it. There's not a person on earth that has the ability to hear that hasn't heard a fart. You have the anticipation of something coming next after you hear the sound of a fart. It's unmistakable.
Yeah.
Nothing else sounds like it.
It's hilarious. It's almost always
It is
funny.
funny.
It's almost never not funny. It's
Same way shitting and poop and farts were the number one smell. I think farts got to be the number one sound.
I think, yeah. I mean, it's my number 3 for sure. It's It is. I mean, yeah. It's just. I think the silliness of it too. No one ever farts and gets more serious. I don't think that's like. It doesn't make a situation more serious.
It's the only sound that's always accompanied with smiles.
Not always.
Yeah, you're right.
Not
Not
bad. People get upset.
because if someone smells your fart, you can't find it kind of funny. You're smiling a little bit. It's a fart. It's silly.
And not everyone thinks farts are funny.
Okay.
Just saying they don't. I mean, like you go fart in Asia or something, they probably get mad at you. It's a very serious culture.
There's one of two reactions to farts. There's laughing, or there's come on, come on, and those are the only two reactions.
Yeah.
Well,
Even when the person goes, come on, it's still you're laughing at them because you're so tight about a fart.
I will say this: the come on, like response. That's more of like when you fart on purpose towards a person, right? Whereas like a surprise fart is just funny. Where it's like, oh wow, no one was expecting this to happen.
The come on is like some guy standing in front of you while you're sitting on the subway and you hear him fart. And you're just like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
I like fart. I don't know if I don't think it's the most iconic sound.
Out of 10,
It's pretty iconic. Farts are pretty iconic.
I agree, it's pretty iconic. I don't see it as a number one.
Well,
I mean, I have the ocean at 5. I see that could beat farts. I mean, but there's a lot of people who are landlocked.
So
They know what the ocean is because of TV and waves, but they know what a fucking fart is from like the moment you're born. You've heard that sound. People are constantly farting around you.
dude, a fart is a Midwestern wave. Everybody knows that.
when people can't sleep at night, they just turn fart noises on.
My favorite sound: farts on the rocks at night.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be high for sure. Well, let me say this then. My number 2 was laughter, which kind of
That's my number 2 as well.
yeah.
Didn't make my list.
Number 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because to me, my world operates through attention. Like that's my currency, and so a lot of these sounds are like things that get my attention. You know what I mean? Laughter to me is like if you hear laughter, it always makes you feel good. You're always attracted. Like if you hear laughter from a different group, you want to know what's going on in that group. If you hear laughter from your group, you're having a good time.
Right.
It's just like to me it's the most pleasant sound, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so too. And then like a baby's laugh is like it like warms your heart.
Yeah.
It's like one of those. It's like.
But now think about a baby's fart.
That's what's up. That's it.
I'd rather hear a baby's laugh than a baby's fart.
I mean, yeah.
Baby's fart's gonna make you laugh.
Yeah.
Baby's farts make them laugh.
Yeah.
And like they don't understand anything. That's so special.
So number 1 is baby farts. The number 1 sound of all time is baby farts. That's the direction we're gonna go.
Bliss.
All right, so it feels like 1 right now is kind of in between farts and laughter.
Yeah.
And we're over singing. We don't think that should be.
Now for farts or laughter.
All right.
I'd say farts and laughter top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
At the very least, I think that's
And
a
also,
safe bet.
farts and laughter, they're kind of like a singular noise. Like singing, it's the arrangement thing. It's like you're putting a bunch of different sounds together.
No,
You know what I mean?
make
Singing is like
something
It could just be one singular note. You're right. But that's
well, it
not
can be different notes, but it's one sound. Singing is one sound. It's your voice.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, farts have different noises.
Yeah, but it's like
Laughter,
a sing. It's
laughter
like
comes
a,
in all shapes and sizes, but it's the noise of singing. It's the noise of laughter.
If we could, singing didn't even make my list somehow.
Didn't make my list
but
either.
There's with music, there's harmony, and harmony is like a very specifically beautiful thing. Layering two of the same sound is a little different. Interlocking the sound waves to make something even more beautiful.
I mean, it's definitely more pleasant. I don't know if it's as iconic as singing in general, but it is like the most pleasant form of singing.
It's like part of singing,
right? So it loses points for not having all of singing.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, so between laughters and farts, though, I'll say farts make you laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Laughing doesn't make you fart necessarily.
Be careful. Be careful. Be careful with these blanket statements.
Yeah, tread lightly.
I was like, I don't have what I thought I had.
Well, I will say this: when I hear laughter, I'm like, a part of me is like, man, I want to laugh too, right? And then, and if we both hear the same thing, something funny, and I hear someone laughing, I'll probably laugh more, right? It's how comedy works, right? You laugh more when there's the people in the audience laughing. When I hear someone farting, I'm not like, ooh, I want to do that.
Yeah, let me
I just start laughing.
Let me go over there and fart with those guys.
yeah. That's why
that's a really contagious fart.
Yeah, well, in the comedy store, you have them seat together because people fart better when they're in packet. People fart more when they're
easier for the farts to spread, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, what is
in the theater, the farts bounce all the way to the wall, and then they come back.
They shake the walls. If you really
that was the worst part about Zoom comedies. You can't hear anybody else fart.
This whole riff is making me fart a lot. I don't know. I think laughter should go one.
I mean, I have laughter over farts on my list.
Laughter could also be medicine, and no other sounds could do that. Yeah. So that's very
special. It could be medicine too.
Maybe with the shit you watch.
That's out. You kidding me? You feel so much better.
That's true. But the sound of laughter makes you feel good. The sound of farting doesn't make you feel good. The act of farting makes you feel good.
Yeah, all right.
If this was a feelings list, fart would be still below laughter, probably, actually.
Yeah, probably, actually.
Those things are feelings, just so we're clear.
Laughter's on every list, you guys.
I'm cool with laughter number one, if y'all are.
I like that.
Laughter one, and we'll put farts two for now?
Yeah, farts two for now.
I guess, but yeah.
See if it can get.
Hey, we'll double back.
Unseated.
Believe you me, this is not over.
Yeah. Right. Cool. Anyone want to throw in anything else at the moment?
Yeah.
Are we doing
number
three?
two? Oh,
two.
Oh yeah. Well, number two, I have my list. I had Rain.
Oh, Rain's nice.
Rain's good. It didn't make my list, but it's good.
Rain's good. It's just it's part of the water thing for me. That's why I didn't add it. It's like if we already have waves, I don't know. There's so much water, you know. There's so many different sounds water makes.
Yeah, the water drop.
I mean, Rain's up there though with like things that people put on to go to sleep.
That's a good point.
Yeah, like white noise and stuff.
Yeah. I think
I'd even say more so than waves.
I keep substituting farts for everything we're saying.
Yeah, I think Rain can make this list too. I don't know if it's like a top 5.
Could we put water?
No, what's the sound of water?
All of it. Drops, waves.
But then we just put like voice.
We're singing.
I think waves and rain both have a shot at making this list.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't think we need to put them together.
I think one of them is number 3.
I don't know.
You hate water.
I love water.
But what's your number 3 then, Matt?
Mine was alarms.
It's sirens at 4.
Yeah,
I had sirens at 4 as well.
I was debating whether to if alarms kind of include sirens or if it's like a separate thing.
Well, it's just a personal siren, isn't it?
Yeah. But alarms is kind of all encompassing to the point where it's like an alarm clock or car alarm or house alarm or a tornado siren or something. I think kind of counts as an alarm. So it's like, can we break that off, or does it get to include all of that?
This is what I'm talking about.
Sirens be alarms.
What were you saying, Mike?
I just said this is what I'm saying with the whole water argument. Like, can an alarm be an air horn? And could it be a siren? Could it be, all these things, all these unpleasant sounds? And then on the opposite of the alarm spectrum is water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, this is the question I wanted to ask was, I don't know if you can include sirens and tornado siren and alarm clock and car alarm all in one thing. Like I think we should break it up because it's a little bit unfair if we don't.
So what type of siren?
To me, alarm clock might be here or a police siren, ambulance siren, whatever.
I mean,
I think
the
siren
irony
can stand alone by itself.
Well, the irony is, while we're talking about this, a siren just went off in somebody's background, right?
That's
So
me.
it's like that. They are such an everyday part of life.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah, I would say out of all the alarms and sirens, I think if we just put siren, I think that's allowed to stand on its own.
Yeah.
And that includes, police or ambulance or fire truck.
Police, tornado, ambulance.
yeah.
That's what I think for.
But okay, so now the question is sirens or waves on a beach.
I think siren. It's more iconic. You hear it more.
Yeah, but nobody has a siren machine to help them ease into unconsciousness.
Yeah, and the cops don't play waves to get you to move out of their way.
God, that's such a fucking great point. That's a great point.
Like I understand.
This is my favorite
obviously,
podcast.
one's more pleasant, but it's like what sound is around you more? What you hear more? When you think of sounds?
I got it. People would never move. People would never spend every penny they have to be closer to sirens.
Okay.
That's a fair point, but I will say this, Mike. In the background, it was a siren, not flowing water.
Yeah.
I think the fact that it went off in the middle of us talking ruin your computer.
Yeah, listen to this. Listen to this.
Mike really likes waves.
I love him so much. That's a great argument, man. That's a great argument.
Well, the thing is, I think to me, waves are top 5. But like now, the question is where to put them, and I just don't think. I think sirens at 3. They are. What convinced me was hearing the siren behind you while we were talking about. That really did get me.
Well, and it's like waves happen to be a pleasant sound we get from nature. Sirens were designed to invade.
Get your attention.
Like they are designed to be a specific sound that will alert you to whatever you're supposed to be alerted to.
Scientifically engineered for you to hear it.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So we want to put sirens at 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fun fact: sirens live in the ocean, right?
Stop it.
Okay.
Don't do that.
You did that one, huh?
Everything was going fine. My number 3 was female orgasm. Real or fake, doesn't matter.
Never heard one.
Okay, well we could just pass that then.
Not even a fake one. They don't even fake it for you. You deserve to know how bad this is.
They're like, this sucks. Like, oh, is that the sound you make?
Is that when a girl is like sound like a siren?
It's like the second horniest answer in the history of the show, I feel like.
Yeah. I mean,
right behind Noah talking about dicks and pussies.
Yeah, Noah's number 1 smell was dicks and pussies.
dicks and pussies was number 1 smell.
Wild to start
We
the
said
show like that.
farts / shit. So
Yeah, he was close, I guess.
Tight. Fine. I feel like that immediately got voted off. I respect it.
I don't think female orgasm. I mean, I don't. Possibly honorable mention.
It does make you horny.
I do. I mean, it's not like I dislike it, but at the same time, it's like I don't know if it's like more like waves. I don't know. That's more soundy. You know,
We can prove one exists.
yeah, we can prove one.
Waves are real.
Yeah. Hey, I for sure heard a real wave. 100% heard a real wave. Yeah, I can't 100% confirm the other ones. I'll tell you that right now.
Understood. Different list. I'll come back when you guys do horny sounds only.
I don't know. I like looking at the lower end of my list. Some of these the female orgasm might be better than some of these.
Yeah, I think it could definitely compete near the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
We'll bring it back.
What'd you have as
3?
3 or 4?
3, 4. I mean, I had the ocean at 5, so the waves is kind of covered in that. Number 3, I had dogs barking.
I wrote it down. It didn't make my list.
Look at my list, huh?
That's a good noise.
Said I wrote it down. It didn't make my list, but I think it could. I definitely think it could.
I just don't think it's number 3. Looking at my list again.
What'd you have, Matt?
I had thunder.
Okay. Oh,
Ooh, thunder's pretty good.
I had this is maybe a little too specific. I had like the sizzling food like in a pan.
I wrote that
That
down.
this
I didn't
morning.
make my list.
I definitely thought about that this morning when I was like relooking at it. I was like, ooh, what about bacon?
One of my favorite sounds.
I did write this when I was hungry, so there is very.
Stomach.
If I'm being honest, yeah, that is very
Like searing a steak, you're like, that sounds good.
What's y'all's favorite sound?
Favorite
sound. Ooh, that's tough,
Dude, I'll tell you the one I wrote down first.
Yeah,
and
I like
I don't
that
know. There's something about like the first sound when you said you're going to be on a podcast about the best sounds. First thing I wrote down, and this is ultra specific, and this is not the way you guys are going, and I understand that now, but I said Mario collecting coins is probably
It's a good sound.
one of my favorite sounds, but I get why it's not on this list.
Well, I will say this: my number 10 to skip ahead is the turning on of a video game.
Same family.
So, I mean, look, let's get here because I have that at 9, but I just had TV network signature noises.
Yeah, I had the HBO crackle.
Like, dun, 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 or like the HBO noise before the show starts. Like that shit's iconic.
Or the Netflix
Yes.
dun dun.
Yep, all
As I
those,
say,
dude.
EA Sports.
Yeah. So like TV jingles.
Yeah. But
Like the TV network signature ones. Like those are real.
Dun, dun, dun. NBC.
You know how good you have to be to encompass the identity of a TV network in like 3 notes?
Yeah.
The best musician in the world. How about this?
Yeah, they're like, this is us. This is us forever. Yeah. So what do we have at 4? I think 4 here. We could talk about waves, right?
Yeah.
Waves, Thunder.
Thunder was good.
Thunder
I go
was
waves
really
over
good.
Thunder though.
Mike, I do really like talking about the first thing you wrote down because I always do try to give a little extra credit to that because sometimes I'll like it is the first thing that pops in your head.
Yeah.
I have a lot of specific things, and it's just not.
Well-
it's not list friendly. I don't think.
I think the
I
Mario
will say
collecting
this.
coins could make honorable mention though. I think it's like
I mean, but it's even bigger than that because if you were to go to that Mario collecting coins sound is the sound for collecting coins in video games. That's the same sound for Sonic. That's the same sound for Link. I think it's pretty. If you were to just play that sound, that bling, I think people would be like, oh, that's someone collecting a coin. I think.
Yeah.
it originated on Mario.
It originated on Mario, but it's like in general the collecting coin sound is so like even in my mobile games where you know your reward is bullshit coins or whatever, right?
Yeah.
When the coins go in the bank, it makes that sound.
Right.
I do think there is something to be said for that iconic. Number 4, I don't know,
think
but
it's a little high.
yeah, I do think like later on in this list, I do think that's something we can bring up. Absolutely, I don't think it's necessarily immediately in honorable mentions, and it can't move up.
Understood.
I have one specific sound that I left off the list, and then every time I thought about it, it kept climbing, and I have it at 5. But it's the Wilhelm scream, which I don't know how nerdy you guys are, but that is like the most famous specific sound in media. I think
that's very high to put that, but that is a great. I think that's a great specific sound.
Because I mean the reason it kept climbing too is because a lot of times I'll make my list and then like Google top sounds or iconic sounds or something just to see if there's anything I missed that's obvious, and that came up on every list I saw, where it's just like it is this like 1.5 second clip of just a noise, and it's so famous and it's identifiable, and you recognize it as soon as you hear it. And I think there's something to be said about like this tiny specific sound. It can compete with laughter and farts and sirens, which are all encompassing of all these different noises and stuff. And this is a one specific tiny noise. I think that deserves credit.
Dude, you know what's really funny is that this is a podcast and a really perfect medium to be able to showcase all of these sounds, and we haven't played any of them.
Well, we've been laughing.
So we got to be like, you know that one scream, that one super specific scream? You know the one.
It'd be so funny if we played an ad. I didn't hear it.
Did you play it? I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything.
Phone next. I heard it. It's
Okay.
not that great.
Well, here's the thing about the
Even the
Wilhelm
stream I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's it's if you're aware of it, you hear it everywhere. But if you're unaware of it, you can completely move past you. It can completely blow by you.
Sure.
I was just in Fort Wayne. I would say the average person that I talk to in Fort Wayne might not know what a Wilhelm scream is. But if you were to play, going back to the Mario noise, I think they'd recognize that pretty immediately.
It's a scream. I didn't know what it was until 8 seconds ago. It's a scream.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's nerdy, but I think there's still something to be said about it how specific it is and how it's not a noise that anything can make. It's one specific sound, and that's
We
the
can
only
put on
sound.
honorable mentions. I agree.
I feel like I have something that's in that same family, but it's a more iconic thing because more people would know instantly what it is. My number 4 was DJ Scratch.
Yeah, I have that too.
Pretty good.
Ooh, that's
Wilhelm
pretty
scream.
Wilhelm
Pretty
Scratch.
good.
The DJ Scratch is pretty solid. I like that.
Is that?
Yeah, but I mean,
is the record scratch more iconic than the air horn? If we're going sound effects like that,
I think the air horn
The
was
ba, ba,
probably
ba, ba.
around longer.
Well,
I'd say
that
the record
version
scratch is more iconic than the air horn.
of the air horn's pretty recent. The ba 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 ba, that's pretty recent.
but
That's party horn.
That's I remember people starting to do that like later in high school, early college.
yeah.
More so, the record scratch has been a thing for at least the 80s, 70s even.
The 80s, the 70s, yeah. I was going to say the air horn,
So-
that's like dance hall in like the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, that's like a generation defining sound.
Yeah.
The scratch.
I mean, I think the record scratch is great. At the end of the day, I don't think it beat Waves.
No, I think Waves
I
should be
would never
locked in
say
already.
that.
I
I
think
would
Waves
never
should be,
say that.
Yeah, I think Waves should be
Number
4.
4. I think we could just put that and then we're moving on to 5. Waves is, that's in there.
Okay, we'll put Waves 4.
Mm-hmm.
I think we still have to talk about Thunder.
Yeah, I like, so Thunder versus like DJ Scratch?
I think Thunder wins over DJ Scratch. More, it's
Yeah.
Nature sound. Nature sounds are important.
nature sounds are that's how you know danger is coming sometimes too.
Yeah.
Like Thunder is a good like sometimes
So
it's cool.
warning.
Sometimes it's like, oh, I gotta go inside. I gotta get to inside.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah. The sky doesn't go wicka wicka. You're like, oh shit, lightning's coming.
how tight if it did though?
That would be pretty sick.
Somebody's remixing light and electricity.
Hey, Thunder is just God DJing.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Shel Silverstein.
Hey, I love Shel Silverstein. That's my hero. I like Thunder. Can I give my my abstract answer that I think should be talked about?
Yeah, Morgan answer. Let's go.
Silence.
I have silence at 6.
Get out of here, guys.
Oh.
Not a sound.
It is
It's
a
the
sound, bro.
absence
It's,
of sound.
and it's
It's the
actually the
absence of
loudest sound, Morgan.
It's the absence of. Oh my. No, we're not doing this. It's the
I'm
absence
with
of sound.
Morgan.
Stop it.
The sound of silence? It's a
Let's
phrase.
say your favorite color is black.
just something-
It's just the
My favorite
absence
color
of
is
light.
black.
Yeah, okay. It's not
Not
color
a
though.
color.
It's just the absence of light. Silence is the absence of sound.
So what color are
Let's
these?
move on.
What color
Let's
are
move
these
on.
headphones?
Hey, let's move on.
No, answer this question first. What color are these headphones?
They're black, but the color black is just the absence of light. So therefore,
So it's
not
not
a color.
Then how do
No,
you
it's
say it's a
different than
color
the other
black? It's not a
colors.
color.
It could be
The shade
primary
of black.
color. No. This is not about colors. This is about sounds.
Silence is
Let's
a
move
sound.
on amicably. Huh?
Silence is a sound.
No, it's not. It's the absence of noise.
Yes, it is.
Respectfully.
No, it's not.
Bro, you ever sit?
Thomas-
You ever sit in true quiet?
Yes.
It's loud. I will say that. True quiet is loud. I will,
So loud.
but the literal definition of silence is absence of sound. So if we have 2 people that are vehemently against it, I will acquiesce. I'll be
People in
like,
the
"Fine, I get it."
dictionary?
Well, those are 2 people that need to learn how to be silence.
Maybe.
Dude, if I had noise canceling headphones on right now, I wouldn't hear any sound that you're making.
All right, so 5.
Is that a point? I don't get the point.
It just sounded.
It's like, did I just miss it? I don't understand what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
Am I right?
All right, so 5 here. What do we have here at 5? We have Thunder. It's a possibility. We have. Wait, Mike. What was your fourth again?
DJ Scratch.
DJ Scratch. I think that's a possibility. It's probably not as big as Thunder. I'm just gonna put. Yeah.
Thunder's over DJ Scratch for sure.
Yeah. I mean, that's. Other than Thunder, is there any other big nature sound out there?
Silence.
All right.
Stop it.
So,
You gotta stop.
yeah. Hey, Matt. We'll put it on honorable mentions. We'll sneak it in honorable
for sure.
mentions.
Put it on the fucking list.
Yeah. But I mean, as far as nature sounds go, that's the biggest one left, right? I think it's kind of gotta go at 5.
I have one other nature sound, but I don't think it beats Thunder. It's birds chirping, which is like the iconic pleasant nature sound.
I like birds chirping. I mean, it's like dogs barking. I kind of some animal noises, I guess, would be. You want to lump them all together.
It's like pleasant barking.
Yeah. I love waking up in the morning, having a cup of coffee, going outside and listen to the dogs bark.
Go outside, listen to the birds
happens.
barking the tree.
I don't even pick it because of the sound. It's more of it's used as a representation for peace,
calm and
in
peace.
nature.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which helps it be iconic. But I think Thunder goes here.
I think.
Did we separate out rain?
We haven't talked about rain yet. We did waves. We haven't talked about rain yet.
Because if we're talking about putting a lid on the nature sounds,
Yeah, rain is. Yeah, it's pretty big.
That's also pretty big. Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't make my top 10.
silence did though, huh?
Yeah.
It definitely did.
Oh, the only one that's not a sound.
The loudest noise.
All right. So what do we want to put? What do we want to put here? Thunder, rain.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
You got come on.
Come to talk with you again. What's
Dude,
that song
I
called
truly
again? What's the
feel
song
like-
called?
I don't remember. I have at least 4 at the bottom of my list that are not gonna make it. So that frees up a bunch of space.
Bring them up.
In my what?
Bring them up. They might.
I don't think so. So at 5 was Mario collecting coins. 6 was the intro to Reading Rainbow, ultra specific.
Yeah, great song.
7 was the Cockney accent.
Okay.
That's more, I guess that's personal preference. 8 was the intro to Human Nature by Michael Jackson.
Of all the
9,
Michael
I had
Jackson songs to
Laughing.
pick, Human Nature?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Say why this took you 10 minutes now.
Yeah, that's what. That's,
Dude, I was
wait, hold on.
out.
That's not even the most
It's like,
iconic.
yeah.
That's definitely not the most iconic Michael Jackson opening.
Yeah.
Sound-wise?
No, I mean off the top of my head,
Thriller,
no.
Billie Jean.
Billie Jean.
Yeah, that,
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
that's a like, yeah.
That bass line?
What it's okay. I get the argument.
What
but
is
it's
the
less
opening to Human
pleasant.
Nature? What is that?
It's that keyboard. You know what I mean?
No.
I can't even picture it.
I don't know that song. I've
They
never
put
heard
the
that song.
Wilhelm scream, and then it goes right into the song.
Wait, really?
No,
Wilhelm Scream should make the list.
I'm gonna play it real fast.
I can't hear any of the music that people are
Me
playing.
neither.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't either.
It's because it's copyrighted. Discord fucking
Yeah. Discord has the best AI ever.
yeah.
Before you even start
And then-
playing the song, it knows.
Yeah, the whole list has made me rethink my bottom 5. So there's a lot of room in there.
I think we put Thunder at 5, right? We agreed to that.
I think we put
I like rain more than thunder, but I think it's a 5-6 situation either way.
I don't know. Convince me on Rain.
Okay. As soon like it's like kind of the same thing as thunder too. So all the things that thunder are great for, it's kind of like a warning. When you hear rain, you kind of know you have to go inside. You're going to get wet.
No, that's when
I
you
don't
feel
know, dude.
rain. You feel
There's
rain.
no
going
thunder
inside.
without rain.
No, you can hear rain before you feel it sometimes.
What?
Yeah,
You hear
never-
it like on the roof, and like
Yeah, but
you know
if
you
you
hear.
hear it on the roof, you're inside.
Well, don't go outside. Same thing.
But you just said it's a warning, so you go inside when you.
Yeah, it's a warning.
hear
Don't go
rain.
outside. You're going to get wet.
Duh.
You can smell rain before it happens.
You can smell rain before it happens
This
too.
is a sounds
Dude.
list.
This isn't
Rain
this isn't
is
helping
the
right now.
only sound that you could smell. That's not true. Instantly not true.
Not true. I'm glad you brought that up. Another reason why farts should be number one.
That's a good try. That's a good try.
Number one.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
They're both like the same thing. They're nature sounds, whichever one. Yeah.
I like the sound of rain, but the sound of rain isn't even the best part of rain. Thunder is like powerful. Like it's only a sound.
Yes,
right?
the thunder is the sound.
That's fair.
That's all it is.
Thunder
it's a
is
sound. Rain is
Dude,
pleasant
lightning.
and it's nice and whatever. And sometimes if you're in a tin roof, you can hear it and it sounds cool. But I don't know the sound of rain.
You know what's cool about thunder is that it's just lightning, but it's so cool and it's separated so much that it has its own name.
That definitely is helping thunder.
That's pretty baller, bro.
That the sound has its own name.
That kind of makes me want to move thunder up.
I think you're getting greedy.
Yeah.
You just convinced me. What are you talking about?
You tried to bump it all the way up the list. He is right. I've seen this pattern.
I had thunder at 5 on my OG list. I think that's a good point though to say that it's such a cool thing. It's such a cool sound. It needed its own name. That makes it a fucking iconic sound.
Yes.
If we want to move thunder, I would be fine. I think there is an argument then because of that between waves and thunder, but I just don't think thunder moves on past 4.
Yeah,
I don't think it moves past siren.
I don't think it gets past siren. I agree with you.
Yeah.
So now the question is, do we keep thunder at 5 and waves at 4, or do we flip them?
Take a vote.
I vote flip.
I think I vote flip.
I vote no flip.
That last argument.
As a sound, bro, it has its own name, and it's just a sound.
Yeah,
Mike votes flip as well. Oh, they're flipped.
Damn.
We flipped them.
Way
We
to go,
flipped
Thunder.
them, and we did it.
Didn't we say clapping?
I have clapping on my list.
You have booing too. We're going through like every reaction you can get from a comedic performance.
I wrote down booing, but it didn't make my list. But it should be talked about. It's a really iconic sound for sure.
It is.
Well, do we only do it here? Is booing like a worldwide thing?
Have you ever watched soccer? Football?
Yeah. I mean, but it doesn't feel like booing. It's more just like yelling.
Sure.
But I mean, it's the vibe of booing.
Yeah,
They're not booing. They
It's not the
definitely.
sound, but yeah,
I
you're
think
right.
they boo. I think they boo.
And they shout like racial slurs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I have racial slurs at number 6.
That's too high, dude. It's too
think so?
high.
It's too low.
It's not on the list. I'm just saying, move it down.
Okay, when you hear thunder, you're not going to react the same as you're after you start yelling racial slurs. You're like, whoa, this is now a hostile situation.
Let me ask you about if we talk about like booing, clapping, screaming. Do any of these make the list? I think screaming of those 3. I didn't include it, but now that I'm thinking about it,
Well, my thing is I think screaming's hard because so much of the sound has to do with like language and what the person's like screaming about. I mean, I guess if you just hear like someone scream, you know, like they're in trouble.
yeah. Well, that's
Whereas
the thing.
like when it could be
like
very
an
pleasurable.
isolated scream.
It's like a siren you make. It's like a human-made siren.
Yeah.
So it's a
It's like
siren
for
then.
anything to get
It
above.
gives sirens more points.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad. I think at number 6, I wouldn't be mad if we revisited female orgasm here.
There we go.
AKA screaming.
So since we're doing that at 6, because I think I got a couple that can beat it, so I'm just throw out one. At 7, I had the heart monitor.
But if you said the male orgasm,
Guys, how about this one? Pretty good.
All right, I'll write that
goes
down
up
at
with
6.
around silence. Wait, so you went the heart monitor noise?
Monitor / flatlining noise. Let's go boop, boop, boop. Like,
Yeah, that's a good one.
pretty
That's iconic.
recognizable. And I also have a gun noise. So that could be like a shot, like someone firing a shot. That could be like someone like, whatchamacallit? When you pack it, or I don't know, Ehsan, you're from Texas, you tell me.
That when you cock it back?
Yeah,
that,
cock it back,
that-
yes.
That
Yeah, you put the clip in. Gun noises are, it's time to move, or at least get your head up.
Right. If you hear that, it's like, oh god, get down and get out.
It's happening. But if you hear that, you got to be alert.
Right.
Hey, another siren.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, might just live in bad neighborhoods. Daytime sirens are wild. What are you out there doing in the day that warrants a siren?
Smash and grab.
Yes, ooh, buddy.
Heart monitor is really good because that's one of those everyone knows it type things,
especially the flat line.
Yeah,
and everyone knows what that means. The flat line part.
Yeah. My number 7 is the first one I wrote down is a doorbell.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Yeah.
You were getting it at one point this episode.
That's an Italian doorknob.
That was the first noise I thought of. Was bing bong. This is the sound of the closing doors.
Bing bong.
Yeah,
Stand clear the doors. Bing bong.
Can we get the Byron guy on this? The guy that just goes Byron. Can we get him on the list?
House. I saw him on TikTok the other day. He was holding keys like a brand new door because people giving him a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Wild.
Yeah, Bing bong should be on this list. If it was a personal preference list, it'd be number 1.
Number 1.
They do that now when I saw that when the Warriors were playing the Knicks and the Knicks hit a 3. They went, the stadium master went bing bong.
That's great.
That's the noise I play now. It's fucking awesome. Yeah.
That'll be in NBA 2K.
That is the voice of the Knicks 3-pointer now. Yeah. There's not going to be many of them, but still, that's his voice.
It's happened twice. Oh shit.
Damn. So what do we have at 6? There's so many. This is very open ended right now.
Yeah, we gotta figure this out.
This 6 is gonna dictate where we go.
Um,
I'm a big fan of the flatlining noise, the heart monitor.
Yeah, let's get some depth on here.
Yeah, because you don't even need this. That's how you know in TV shows when someone dies without seeing them die.
Yeah,
you just hear and you can see the reaction in whoever's watching them's face.
And that's how I found out my dad died.
You were listening for it.
I was wearing a blindfold.
My silence.
Okay, so just because I forgot what we said about it, is singing gonna make this list, or do we stop bringing it up?
I think stop bringing it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would put singing over heart monitor or under heart monitor? Singing?
I mean, I had singing number 1, so.
But that's the. I think certain singers have iconic voices, maybe, but
yeah,
I think it sort of falls in the same realm of music where it's just the broadness of what it is.
What about? I mean, it's kind of the same as laughter. It's people have.
That's what I'm
laughs,
saying. Because
they're not all pleasant.
if we do it like that, though, then the list is going to get overrun with noises that the human voice makes.
No, it won't.
I mean, then we have to put screaming on the list.
We don't
have to
have
put
you always say this. You always say we have to do this. No, we don't. We talk about it, and if it makes the list, it makes the list. We don't. We make the rules.
Yeah,
bro.
I know. Yeah, parameters, logic. If we're doing that, then we should use these other things. But sorry, go ahead, Mike.
I'd put music somewhere on this list because music existed well before, a heart monitor or a gun or whatever. That was the first talent you could have.
So here's my argument, though.
Music.
All those sounds, music needs a bunch of sounds to be music.
No,
yeah, right.
Singing. Singing.
Yeah, but singing that's a different thing than music.
Right. So, but we're going to talk about singing.
I was talking to Mike about music.
We were having kind of a side conversation.
But I thought we already talked about this. Where music, we need something to represent music, and I think the best thing to do that is singing.
Well, in that case, I think we should go with slide flute.
It's a slide whistle. That's my joke from yesterday.
I know, it's on my mind.
Don't steal my jokes.
Insane.
I wrote down slide whistle.
I want to go heart monitor number 6. That's where my heart is leading me. But it might be biased.
Very good. I just think people are gonna look at this list and be like, how do you not include music?
Yeah.
I think because music is a collection of sounds, but we can do singing.
But it's
music
like you can't have
isn't
a
a
list
sound.
without. Yeah.
Yeah, but laughter is a
Different
collection of
things.
sounds. Sirens are a collection of sounds.
No. Laughter is one person making a sound. Laughter can be.
Well, basically is singing does fall in our parameters of something that could be on this list. Music does not.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not that crazy about laughter either, as a sound.
But laughter, like it could change your state of being.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I understand what show I'm doing with the people I'm doing with, and how important laughter is going to be weighed into this.
So number
I get
2,
it, guys.
Morgan,
I'm
for
just
number,
saying.
Morgan, for number 2, let's put ordering drinks. Would that help?
Over farts, absolutely not.
Why don't we do like
Seating people at
I
number 3.
would?
I do have one musical instrument. It's my number 10,
What is it?
What is that?
but it's the gong. It's an incredibly old instrument from a completely different culture, and everyone knows what it is and what it sounds like. It's pretty baller. As a singular iconic sound, I think. I mean, they had a whole show
I think
based
it's
around
over
the sound of a
gunshots.
Well, that's fair. Like I said, I still want heart. To me, nothing that's been said has unseated heart monitor at 6.
The whole conversation about music, and it's steadfast at number 6. Heart monitor.
Yes. Well, I mean, music in general is my number 1, but I think the argument for music not to be number 1 is fair.
Yeah,
it is a collection of sounds.
It's losing
singing,
because
singing should be up there.
we have no good representative for it.
For music.
Yeah.
I would argue that harmony is the best representation of music.
Of pleasant sound,
it's
but it's not
singing
iconic.
at the highest level. Harmony?
It's not. I mean, it's not as iconic as a heart monitor.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think so.
It existed
as a
forever
sound?
before a heart monitor. When did a heart monitor exist? People were doing harmony in choirs and shit in heaven, which is everlasting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up
Mike.
when. Thank you.
No, I mean, church choirs are long before heart monitors, right? Heart monitors are in this grand scale of human life are pretty relatively recent, right? Within the last 100 years, easily.
Harmony also, once again, collection of sounds. But
yeah, harmony would work. So I think for music, we'd have to go singing, and if you want to go singing, I would be okay with putting singing at 6. If we want something to represent music,
I would too.
then I think
The only thing that fucks me up about singing is that it could be bad. But I guess any instrument you could do it bad, except for a gong,
you could
which
have
is
You
unfortunate.
could have a bad laugh.
you could have terrible laughter.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me introduce you to this girl I know. It's a deal breaker.
I'm fine with putting singing at 6, just so we have something down at 6.
I mean, I don't see heart monitor falling after that.
Heart monitor 7.
I'm down with that.
7.
I'm down with that. Singing 6, heart monitor 7.
I know y'all love the waves, but can singing beat waves?
No.
Can singing be waves? I don't know.
Waves and thunder, they get like points too because they're sounds that were around before humanity was.
We don't know that.
Right, man. Right now. Your fucking flat earther bullshit.
Prove it.
I would like to go singing heart monitor. That's what I would like to do.
Did sound exist before life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely didn't exist for life.
Yeah, it 100% did.
Well, sound is a perception,
Look,
so it needs.
On the first day, God created the oceans, which made waves, which were sounds.
Was that the
Or
first?
could you have a Big Bang with no
No, dude.
sound?
Sounded good.
Ooh, Big Bang.
Bang should be number
sound.
one. Bang is number one. Everything else moves down one. Bang is one.
Number two, the Big
okay.
Bang Theory theme song.
Yeah.
Followed by Reading Rainbow.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Fly in the sky.
That also takes care of Gun.
I can go twice the sun. What, Reading Rainbow?
No, Bang.
Oh yeah. Bang as a sound.
It also
Thunder.
takes care of like explosions and bombs.
And thunder.
I don't know. In the interest of moving this
And
along
orgasm.
at some yeah. At the interest of moving this along, we've been stuck at 6-7 for 15 minutes. I would go. I'm okay with singing Heart Monitor.
A singing heart monitor?
You know what I mean, Matt. Don't be difficult now for no reason.
Now that we figured it out. Oh, yeah. Singing boop on accident. Oh. All right, so laughter, fart, siren, thunder, wave, singing heart monitor.
Mm-hmm.
How do we feel?
You guys really like heart monitor.
It's iconic.
It's iconic. It's iconic.
I
It
agree.
represents death.
I'm just kind of surprised by it.
You're listening to Heart Monitor. That sound. It's like you're listening to the soul like go to like a different plane, dude. It's crazy.
Number 8, I have Crackling Fire.
Pretty good.
That's very nice.
Gay.
Gay.
I mean, at number 10, I had a lighter flick.
Those can be combined. Fire stuff.
Fire stuff. Fire stuff.
Wait, our number 9 sound is fire stuff?
I'd respect the fuck out of that list.
All right, fire stuff.
You know what? Everyone reading the list knows exactly what
What did you have? What did you have at 8, Matt?
I had doorbell. Or what about like a phone ring?
Oh.
I was thinking like the phone the noise your iPhone makes when you like flicks on that. You know what I'm talking
No,
about?
the ring is way more iconic. It's a ringing phone.
Yeah, a ringing phone's way more iconic. I agree with
That's
you.
probably above Heart Monitor for sure, right?
I think so.
A ringing phone?
I think it's starting to decline a little bit culturally, but I think it's still, you still know what it is. Phones still do ring.
No, I mean even the default ringtone, even though they change, you'll still recognize it.
Yeah.
Like the default ringtone on the iPhone, if you were to hear the iPhone 4 default ringtone, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's what it used to sound like." But you would recognize it as a ringing phone.
I'm playing the Nokia one in my head.
I'm thinking of a landline one, just a regular ass.
Oh well, there's that too.
Ring.
Of course, there's a bunch of different noises, but it's a phone ringing.
Yeah, I think that might be above singing.
Hello.
Or do you want to keep singing as 6? That's our music?
It looks so weird there.
I'll go by looks.
Yeah, we're shallow. I'll go. I think phone ring beats out heart monitor.
I think it beats out singing.
Boys, hat boys.
I don't disagree with it beating out singing. I don't think phones beat out like our representation of music on the all-time sounds list.
Yeah, I like singing phones, Heart Monitor.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Heart monitor is what, 8?
Heart monitor would
Yeah,
give to
I think-
8 then, yeah.
I think Heart Monitor might fall here because I mean doorbell might be above Heart Monitor too.
Do we go
Doorbell's
Bing Bong
really
instead of
good.
doorbell?
I mean, it's the same.
We can't
This
say
is
Bing
it's,
Bong.
it's way more fun. Come on, let's have fun. Let's have fun.
No, I know. Hey,
We know what we're talking about. It's a doorbell. It's the guy.
I'm not giving New York this. New York will not get this.
Come on. It's two things. 20 million people. They all ride the subway. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
I'm ringing here. I'm ringing over here.
Oh my god! How does no one in New York have that? How's that not the universal New York ringtone?
The text.
I'm ringing it. Absolutely me.
All right, we got 2 spots left. 3 once we move Heart Monitor off this list. I'm thinking.
Stop it! Don't be rude.
DJ Scratch is nowhere on the list.
Oh yeah, we got to do
DJ
that.
Scratch. I think that's below Heart Monitor though.
Yeah.
Really?
But 8 or 9.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I mean 9 or 10.
DJ Scratch is definitely below Heart Monitor.
I would lead to putting it above Heart Monitor.
Huh?
Well, here's the thing about DJ Scratch. It's been falling like for you know what I mean, because people don't, because it's really a record scratch.
Right.
And the less and less records have gotten played and used, it's kind of been falling out of society.
It's still used in
like,
it's used in comedy now. It's used in
Memes.
It was.
No, it's still
They're still
is,
using
for sure.
comedy. The record
used in
scratch for
movies?
sure.
It's on the Big Humble soundboard, bro.
Yeah, it's how
I don't
you.
think we should really use ourselves as.
Anytime you want to stop and like stop a scene or like this hard stop,
Yeah.
that's the DJ Scratch sound.
Yeah,
Stops the story in motion and it's like, hold on.
Like
it's a storytelling device.
yeah.
You
It's
might
such
be
an
I'm
iconic.
wondering-
just thinking toward the future if they're still going to use it in like 20 years.
I think so because of what it represents. Like think
what you're
about
saying.
think about the save file on your computer is a picture of a floppy disk.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
like-
it's not like records aren't sold like crazy right now.
Yeah, records are
that's
still
true.
very popular.
They're making a
Dude, the
comeback.
90s were really the only time where there was like limited record making and consumption. I know it's not like the number one way to listen to music, but buying and making and selling records is super popular right now still. So it's not going to go away for a long time.
Yeah, and the fact that it can just jump from being used for music to being used for other stuff is like it's a good sound.
Right.
I don't hear a heart monitor in a lot of, well, I guess movies
Yeah.
and stuff.
There's a DJ in the hospital that keeps track of whether or not you're still alive.
Like, you want to talk about a storytelling device?
Yeah, but it's always the same
Yeah.
thing.
Just with the heart monitor, huh?
It's always the same thing. Boring. Oh, cool. Somebody died. Cool.
Hates it.
Well, yeah, I like record scratch at 9.
I agree with that.
Below heart monitor.
Below Heart Monitor. That's where I put it.
All right.
All right, and then our number 10.
I mean, I like guns.
I saw
haven't
30
brought up
we
a-
haven't talked about yet.
Yeah, I haven't bought up a
Yeah.
toilet flushing yet.
Well, it's considering
Oh,
that it's
toilet
been an hour, we definitely have to close it out.
I think toilet flushing is pretty good.
I think-
I also like bongs.
I think clapping should be talked about. Or Scream. I think Scream could be talked about too.
See that, but
Or the THX Dark Note.
Fuck.
What?
I like that.
You know that sound in
It's-
movie theaters?
That's solid honorable mention.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll put that
That's like
in
top of the
honorable
honorable mentions list.
it's like HBO sound.
Yeah, I think a lot of the specific ones are going to make the HMs.
Right.
Y'all don't
Slide
really fuck
into
with the
my
Wilhelm
HMs.
Scream like that, huh?
How do we feel about snoring?
I had snoring written down. I thought of you when I wrote it.
I don't give
No
a fuck who you
offense.
thought of.
Snoring's a good one, too. Damn.
Douchebag. That's fucking HIPAA, dude. I have a condition, okay?
I'm not a doctor.
You told me you wouldn't say anything.
Also, I'm the one that has to suffer through it. I'm going to fucking make jokes about it, you know? We sleep together a lot, just so you guys know.
Yeah, I was gonna.
What about white noise? Can we do that, or is that just kind of a collection of other things?
I think that's covered in waves.
But it's a different sound than waves.
Yeah, white noise is just like it's a constant like little
Static.
buzzing. Yeah.
Actually, white noise is just the absence of noise.
No, white
don't-
noise is a noise.
Don't do that. I know what you're doing. And don't do that.
Yeah, I know what white noise sounds like.
Okay, sorry. You don't know what sound
No,
sounds like?
way to
Yeah,
stop him.
because it's our sound.
Way to stop him.
It's the absence of sound. It doesn't sound like anything.
Isn't it like static? Isn't static like
Shut up.
Have you ever heard of a birthday suit?
Static.
That's the absence of clothes. Still an outfit.
That's a nakedness. So what you're doing is saying that being naked is your favorite outfit.
Yes, 100%.
That's top 5 outfits. Is being naked.
It's not close, buddy.
What color is your hat?
Yellow.
My hat technically doesn't have a color because it's the
gold.
absence
It's
of
gold.
color.
It's gold.
But that's correct. You could say it in
Okay,
that
nerd.
voice, and it can still be a correct statement.
Yeah, if you want to be a nerd for your whole life.
Oh, I didn't know this was a nerd list.
Yeah.
Some of us are cool jocks and shit.
Football's a sound.
Yeah.
I had football at 10.
I know you're crying.
Yeah. Hey, when we're ranking things definitively, you better not be a nerd about it. You gotta be cool about it.
Yeah, no nerds allowed. So my number 4 is the Wilhelm scream.
Get out of here.
Hey, what about Puget?
What is that?
What did you say to me?
Puget?
Place,
Are you saying that correctly?
Puget Sound?
Oh God. Yeah, my favorite sound, the Long Island.
Yeah.
What about crying? We haven't done crying.
Yeah, I was thinking crying.
A baby crying, I think, should be on the list.
Ooh.
Nah, fuck that.
As an iconic
regular
sound,
crying.
it's like a sound everyone's afraid of when you're around a baby.
Yeah.
So much more iconic when you hear like a grown up crying.
No, a baby crying
Nah,
is the iconic crying sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, but like a grown man crying is way funnier.
I think that goes up.
Funnier.
Baby crying.
I think that can go up
6 or 7, I'm thinking.
above phone ring. Yeah, I think baby crying could be like 7. And then if
Okay,
baby
baby
crying
crying.
7, if baby crying 7, I don't mind this list at all.
Yeah.
What's at 10? What got moved down to 10?
So
Record scratch.
it would go singing, baby crying, phone ring, heart monitor, record scratch.
That's
That's
pretty
kind of
solid.
a cool number 10.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. That's a pretty solid list. And a record scratch will be playing in people's head when they get to 10 and be like, that's number 10? And be like,
Yeah.
yep,
Ooh.
that's why. That's why it's number 10.
Yeah.
Let's shit on these people.
All right.
Sound never the artist.
Hassan, help me out here. I'll move record scratch to 10.
So record scratch to 10, heart monitor to 9, phone ring to 8, and then baby crying 7. I like that list.
I'd put my stamp on that list.
Let's talk about farts over laughter, though. Just while we're here.
No.
That's why we're here.
No.
Could we
To talk about farts.
could we read the list?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
how we have it right now is number 1, laughter. Number 2, farts. Number 3, siren. Number 4, thunder. 5, waves. 6, singing. 7, baby crying. 8, phone ringing. 9, heart monitor. 10, record scratch.
Can I ask you a question that you may not care about the answer to?
Yeah.
If we were 4 funny ladies, do you think farts would be as high as it is?
Yes.
You
They're
still
being
think
honest, yeah.
If they were being honest, I mean, it might not be 2, but it would be on this list. It would definitely be. It should be top
top
5.
5?
It'd be number
Top
1,
5.
mansplaining. Number 2, the patriarchy. Number 3,
Number 3, shopping.
number 4, taking off your heels at an inappropriate moment and bothering your boyfriend.
Number 5, female orgasm.
Yeah. Real or fake? Don't
6,
matter.
crying, aw.
7 thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it would be. But they're also not as logical as we are.
That's true.
Fair point. That's fair point. I think the emotions with farting would take over the actual the sound of fart being like,
Number
well, that's
8,
something you hear
emotions.
all the time.
Yeah, much more emotional
Yeah.
people than us. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Especially if they were on their periods.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's that party horn?
Honorable mention.
Oh, let's just get at it.
So to keep us from writing 20 honorable mentions, let's talk about the ones we absolutely want in there. I think the Mario coin one.
Bing bong.
Mario coin, I want.
Bing bong for sure.
Bing bong's gotta be it.
It's a doorbell, bro. It's a doorbell. That's what a doorbell sounds like.
I would like the female orgasm.
Yeah, we
Please,
Wouldn't we all?
please, somebody, please.
Dude, put that as your dating profile. That's all it says.
Yeah,
I would like the female. Somebody, please.
Here's a couple I think we missed that I think should just get a shout out, so they don't feel sad. A leaf blower fucks up your morning or whatever.
Oh fuck yeah!
Clapping. Peel out.
Peel out is good.
The tires.
Wow, this is a cool list.
Maybe just tires.
That's the coolest noise on the list.
Yeah, dogs barking didn't make it, which is kind of wild. The smoke alarm beep.
Ooh. Is that a siren? No, the beep is different than
It's a bit of an alarm.
Well,
I think, but it's not
I was thinking that too. We have you could put bang on honorable mentions. You could put beep on honorable mentions. Like those are
Beep
specific.
Beep is a really funny honorable mention.
I think a car horn
Because
too.
beep is heart monitor.
Oh yeah.
Oh, see, heart monitor feels like more of a boop to me.
Boop on honorable mention.
Boop, boop.
Glass shattering. Wind chimes. You all fuck with wind chimes?
Wind chimes is a good noise. That's a good
Beautiful noise. Whistle.
Do we have crunch anywhere?
No crunch.
Ooh, I have leaves crunching on my honorable mentions.
See, I think like a top 10 sounds I think is different from top 10 noises. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Because I was listening to all these, and I was like, damn, I kind of want to redo this entire list.
Like top 10 noises would be like bang, beep,
boop, crunch, bang,
yeah,
Bing bong.
Yeah.
bing bong.
bing bong. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
We gotta put gunshot on there too.
Booing. I think.
Gunshot on the honorable mention for sure. If gunshot isn't on there, it should be on there.
Dogs bark. I'll put and clap.
You get the HBO noise.
Oh yeah, the HBO.
Yeah, like a television intros. I don't even know how you call it.
You call it a network signature sound.
Singers.
Yeah.
Morgan, I'm surprised you didn't say the microwave beep.
I don't have a microwave.
Oh, that's why.
Famously.
Famously don't use one.
Famous.
I'm not sure how famous it is, but yeah.
Everyone knows Morgan doesn't have a microwave.
Big, put your food in the oven, you wait a little bit kind of guy. I don't need it right now. It's way better when it comes out the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I like church bells too.
Bells in general. I had bells.
Yeah, jingle
So
bells.
we haven't had any Christianity in this episode.
Sleigh bells. Well, thunder.
I thought you said slave bells.
Thunder is when the angels go
that is.
bowling. Oh, I did. Speaking of slavery, I did think of a crack
And
of
it's
a
just
whip.
God farting.
We lost them.
All right. Dog barking, gunshot.
I think this is good. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like our list.
Yeah.
Oh, birds chirping. Don't forget birds
Oh,
chirping.
yeah.
That's a good honorable mention.
Birds chirping.
Typing.
Typing.
I don't mean to keep adding.
Yeah,
but
because this list will go on for a while. We gotta
It's just gonna keep saying sounds.
Wilhelm scream.
I mean, we did-
Wilhelm scream. You're adding. That's funny.
We did do it in
Matt,
about an hour, which is nice.
add silence. Add silence.
When that
Don't
sound-
add you add silence, I'm out.
Yeah.
You guys can continue to talk if you want. I just have to type the rest of these.
I was gonna say the murmur of a crowd is a noise.
Right. Crowd murmur. Well, I do have to say I do gotta go soon, so
Yeah, we're done.
we're done.
Exit.
Exit door slam. Yeah, the Discord noise that it's about to make when I leave.
How about this one?
Ooh, a dial tone.
Hanging up the phone on somebody.
Yeah.
Ooh, dial tone.
I was gonna say the dial-up internet, but I guess we don't really use that anymore.
Still great.
Crackly internet
It was
noise.
iconic for a while.
No.
Cool. I think that's it. Bing bong.
Boys. I'm gonna head out.
Cool. Thanks, Mike, for doing it. We'll have you back. That
Yeah,
was fun.
thank you for asking me.
Of course. We'll see you all
Please.
soon. Thank you for
You do
joining.
noises.
Later, guys.
See ya.